Hello! I didn't mean to put Mizu on the screen, but there he is! Anyways, Mizu isn't here yet. He's been busy. So I'm totally here. Hi. Are you ready for me to call you? I'm not muted to eat. Nope, not me. Oh, I see. Well, he hasn't called me yet, so, you know, he's eating his food. I'm gonna stall for time. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Action. Hello, Floppy. I hope you have a good shower, Action. How is everybody's day today? Which reminds me, my day. I forgot to practice violin today. Our concert is quickly approaching, but that also reminds me that I need to write down the hours that I practiced yesterday and Sunday, because I did not write that down in my little note here. I practiced so much on Sunday, and then Monday I practiced that much. Yes, but today is Tuesday and I didn't practice today. That's right. Okay. Yep, we're there. That's where it's at. All right, but how is everybody? I, for once, got ahead of my upload schedule. We'll see how long this lasts, because also the other thing is I literally remember, like, why I don't do this is because I give shoutouts to people who subscribe to my Patreon, and if I schedule stuff ahead of time, then people who subscribe won't see like their shoutout until, you know, the next time I actually edit a video. So I can't edit too far in advance, but at this point, there's no helping it. I have to do it to get ahead of January. So I guess don't subscribe to my Patreon until January. Because I won't be able to shout you out. It's not ready. But yeah. I guess I'm just gonna wait for Mizu to call me. But what has everyone been up to? Also, like, have you guys noticed a change in like my microphone quality? Has it like gotten better? Does it sound better? Is it clearer? Does it sound warmer? I don't know how to like explain what's different, you know, but it should be slightly different than usual. It's because of the audio interface I got. It has like an automatic like compression button, and I'm wondering if like you guys notice a difference between the compression on the microphone now versus what it sounded like before, you know? Also, oh man, I'm like trying to think ahead too, because obviously this week, just today is gonna be like, it is slightly different, but I can't describe it, or it's all placebo. I see. Let me actually remove a filter off of my microphone and see if that makes a difference. Filters. I did turn the compressor off already. Do you have a denoiser? A high-low pass, denoiser, a gate, gain, and a limiter so the audio doesn't go past. Okay, hold on. I know what. Okay, Floppy, if I turn the compressor off on the audio interface, this is what the audio sounds like without the compressor on. I don't know if there's a difference, maybe. So basically what a compressor does is it takes like the really, really high parts of your, like, not high, but it takes the really, really loud parts of your audio, and then it kind of like squishes it down until it's closer to like the middle or, like quieter parts of your audio. And then to kind of make up for that, you do have to raise the volume of the audio going into or going out of the speaker, right? Because like it squishes it down, it doesn't really raise it. So now your whole audio is quieter, but it should be more like even. And then you have to raise the volume up to make up that difference. Ahoy, Yoshi, hello, welcome in. Have you checked your mail? I think the postcard must have come. Okay, anyways, I explained the whole compression thing, but I'm actually going to turn it back on now. I don't know if there is a difference, but this entire time for the past, 2 minutes, I did not have the compressor on. I'm going to turn on the compressor from the audio interface. Honestly, don't know if there's a difference, so you guys should let me know. I have recorded myself. I don't think I hear a difference, but maybe it's not something that is supposed to be like super noticeable. I guess it's supposed to make it more like warm and smooth, but I don't know. Anyways, welcome in, LJ. Hello, Yoshi. I'm still waiting for Mizu to finish his dinner, so we're just chatting, we're chilling until we get to, hear Mizu on call. I told my parents I'd be getting something in the mail, so hopefully they've grabbed it. Okay. It's going to be very, very obviously from me. Yoshi, it's this really like bright pink and gold envelope. So if your parents have reported to you that something like that has been received, that means it's just not opened it. I didn't put anything embarrassing, so even if they opened it, it's okay. Is your water bottle by your microphone? Because I don't know if I'm imagining, but I thought I could hear your voice bounce off plastic. Interesting. My water bottle is very close to my microphone. Maybe I should bring it closer. Okay, hold on. I've brought the water bottle like super close. Can you hear? I think I can hear it too. Can you hear a slight echo from my voice bouncing off from the water bottle? It's not a plastic water bottle. It is a metal water bottle. And you know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, Floppy, because when I record, I do need my water bottle inside my little booth, but I try to put it as far away as possible. You don't hear an echo. Sometimes I hear it if I'm being like really cognizant. Here, let me turn off the music. Okay, so this is me. Her compressor is on right now. Oh, do you want me to turn the compressor off to see if you can hear the water bottle maybe echo? Here, I'll turn it off. All right, it is off and the water bottle is super close to my mouth. It's like literally right in front of my face now. But I have found that I need to put the water bottle very, very far away, like in the furthest corner away from me in my booth when I put it over my table, because otherwise, I will hear a slight metal echo coming off of like my voice slightly echoed back from the water bottle. But I do need it inside my booth because here's my secret. Okay, here's my secret for my ASMR videos. If I have to make any kissing noises, I'm actually kissing my water bottle. I know. I know some people will kiss their hand and stuff. Sounds like you're in a close space, but there's no metal ringing. Okay, well, that's fine. I am turning the compressor back on. But yeah, no, so that's my secret is when there's like kissing noises in the audio. I know some creators will like kiss their hand, like they'll kiss the back of their hand or they'll do the space in between like the thumb and the pointer finger. But it's so awkward to kiss my hand, so I kiss my water bottle instead. Okay, Mizu says he's ready, so I'm gonna give him a call. Hopefully he's not too loud for you guys. Hello?
Whoops. Okay, cool. We're ready.
Hello. Yes, we're ready. Okay.
People in the chat said, "I wish I was that water bottle." Nobody? That's crazy.
Nobody wants to be kissed by me. I don't know what you're talking about.
That is crazy. And then I just see myself type it. Wow, yeah, that guy musically worded gets it.
I just kissed my homie. My detective floppy ears working at max speed. All right, we do need to bring up the game. I have not opened it, so you will hear Windows noises. Sorry.
I can't believe this is a professional streamer. No.
Somehow I also turned my Fugi on in the background. Let me just turn that off. You know what I'm absolutely frightened of? I'm so scared that one day I'm gonna call someone accidentally on Discord that is not my IRL friend, and it's gonna be a camera call. Like, do you have that irrational fear?
I have a lot of irrational fear. Wow, what the hell? Did you hear that?
I did.
I have a lot of irrational fears. Accidentally video calling somebody is not one of them.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm so good looking.
Floppy says I've done that accidentally. Yeah. See,
okay,
I don't video call
like
anyone. Go ahead.
Can I tell you a bad story?
Yeah, tell us.
So you know how I do that dun 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 every time?
Uh-huh.
So there's this one time I was on a Skype call.
Okay.
And I forgot I was in the Skype call.
Oh no.
And let's just say activities were had in the background, and I came like, oh shit, I'm still in this call? Whoops.
Mizu.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I see. Okay. No, it's just because, and I don't think I've really had that fear until this year when Duo says elaborate on said activities.
You can imagine.
Okay, you're letting us imagine. I see.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let the imagination go run a little.
Does
wild.
it? Duo! I'm not reading that.
It was not a solo activity, if that makes any sense.
Oh my god. No, so I didn't really have this fear of accidentally video calling someone until this year. Because, like, I don't video call anybody, right? Like, that's not a thing that I ever do. There's no need to video call anybody
break immersion and say, I'm on a video call right now! I'm on a video call!
Like, the only time I video call is for work purposes, and it's on my work laptop. So, like, at my PC at home, I don't have the experience of sitting down and video calling someone. But earlier this year, I was collabing with someone, and I guess they like accidentally video called me, and I picked up, and I was
self-dox accident.
Yeah, they doxed themselves, and I pretended I didn't see anything. Like, I was like,
I'm almost certain that you like know all of my info from all of my other random bullshits just from helping me set up. We're just gonna pretend like nothing is known.
I actually don't, just so you know.
Wow, you're such a good actor. That's crazy.
No, another creator accidentally video called me, and I pretended that I was still clicking around on my computer before I got to Discord, and I was like, oh, you know, like after they had closed their camera, I waited a little bit longer than that, and I was like, oh, hey, what's up? And then we ironed out collab details, and I was like, in my head, now I'm so scared of doing this myself. What do you mean you can accidentally? And then, like, now I'm uber conscious of how close the camera icon is next to the fucking call icon. You know what I mean? Like, I literally stare at it every time I start a Discord call with someone. Is there like a default, like, never turn camera on for Discord? Can I?
There is for like Zoom and Slack.
Oh, you got me excited.
I don't know about Discord though. Oh, I don't use Discord all like that. I'm sorry, I'm a boomer.
Oh God. But yeah, like, and he was like, oh, Did you see anything? And I was like, see what?
Huh? Was I supposed to? Were you showing me something?
Yeah, right? I was like, what? Because, you know, I know how fucking embarrassing that must be. And I was like, I didn't see anything. Like, it's fine. But no, yeah, like now I'm so scared of that ever happening. There must be, like, there has to be, like, never turn camera on. Or something? I don't think there is. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't think I see it. Anyways, it was worth a try. No, yeah, that's like my one biggest fear is like the phone and the camera icon are so close to each other in Discord that I stare at it now when I click the call button. But one day I'm so scared I'm gonna like actually click the camera button instead of the phone button.
I have that. I guess that's my fear when it's like online friends that I don't know and I actually shouldn't show my gorgeousness to.
Duo says, video turns on, click clack, I'm working and not staring at my screen, mouse. Clicks, mouse, clicks. Were they ugly, princess? No, they were, I mean, normal looking. Like a normal person, what do you mean? Like, looking normal? Anyways. I'm gonna go to the game screen.
Oh, that reminds. I was gonna ask you something, but I completely forgot. It was definitely about that too. Fuck.
About cameras?
No, just about how good looking you are. But like, I was trying to be like low key about it. I forgot how I was gonna do it. Fuck. Oh well. It's not. It's okay. That's okay.
I feel like I have pictures on my Twitter somewhere. I did it as like an incentive. So if inquiring minds are curious, you could always go stalk me on Twitter.
Sorry, guys, I got to drop from this stream.
Shaded Wolf, hello, welcome in. Don't overthink it. One day your intrusive thoughts will win over. No, don't say that to me, Duo. They're normal. Ugh, says Duo. No, they're not ugh. They're, you know, like a normal person. The only solution is to tape over camera. I can't do that because my webcam tracks my movement, you know, from my VTuber. Is the game too loud? Is it a good volume?
For me, it's fine. I don't.
She said they have a forgettable face. I did not say that. I said they had an average face. All right, go ahead.
Oh shit! Do you want to do a recap before we jump back in?
Recap. We have discovered that the people that witnessed the body actually messed with the scene a little bit. So the lady moved the board. The guy fell down and put like a handprint on the board, and the lady moved the board back up. And the watch was not actually broken at the time of the murder. It just happened to stop at 5 p.m. And it looked cracked and broken, but it was only because it wasn't wound the night before. So we're thinking that the detective was actually murdered a day before the actual day in question. And we also found out that there was a firecracker rigged to one of the candles to make a loud noise like a gunshot, to bring attention to the person in the room. Oh, and then weirdly there was someone wearing a red wig, perhaps, pretending to be the detective going into the room, I think.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah. It's a little loud, the music? No worries, let's fix it, because I have to make sure that, you know...
I'm sorry.
What?
Nothing. I'm not sorry. What are you talking about?
Is that better, Floppy? Let me know if you need it more.
Oh, I remember now. It was a funny joke.
Mm-hmm.
Please take no offense. This is merely meant as a joke, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You've got some really nice pants on. Did you happen to get them on sale?
No. Actually, yes, I did.
Really? How much % off?
Wait, where's this? It was 20% off.
And then this is where I would smoothly deliver the line. I'd like to see them 100%.
Oh.
But because of where we are, I had to say it like
see.
that, so there's no
Everyone's
miscommunication.
Yeah, everyone's like, it's a joke, everybody. Misu's like, this is not.
Steal it for yourself. Use it on all your homies, alright? And they'll be like, damn, bro. And you'll be like, yeah.
Because right now I'm wearing the Heat Tech pants I got from Uniqlo because they were having a sale for like Cyber Monday.
Dude, we're on
whatever.
sale like recently.
Yeah.
I was trying to guess them, but they were out of my size. I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, well, I had to
All
get
the boy
them
size is gone.
because fucking I'm going to Alaska in February and my fucking California ass is gonna be like a popsicle up there, so I need to get as much like Heat Tech as possible. So I bought a couple Heat Tech things while it was on sale. But yeah,
Okay,
that's a good line.
ready.
I'm gonna
Steal it. That's good.
keep it in mind.
But like, nobody buys pants full price. You crazy?
Just
In this
down.
economy?
The keys to Riz is to try to sell them a product. No, you're
Oh.
not trying to sell them a product.
To be fair, you could use this on any article of clothing.
It's true. You can
But the pants
use
make the
it
most fun.
on a shirt or a jacket.
Yeah.
No, the pants are the best.
The pants are the best.
Anyways, okay, sorry, go ahead.
Before I actually start, I'm gonna hedge this and say, do you want Southern Susato? Do you want Bug Boy Kazuma? Or do you want, like, what was her name? Cho Chang, Caitlyn, and protagonist Kazuma?
Do it how you usually do it. I don't care.
Alright, fuck it, let's go.
I have no
In the name
preference.
of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again.
Nice.
We resume the closed court hearing of Barack Von Zieks, here present, who stands accused of murder.
Floppy says Princess wants to use this line on someone wearing gloves. It's true. My Victorian sensibilities.
And an ankle you're showing me? What, calf? Collarbone? That's crazy.
Duo says you should let me use this shampoo on you in the shower. It's good for your hair. If I get shut down,
That's the
I'm
other one.
blaming you, Princess.
No, that's the other really good one. You'd be like, hey, do you care about the environment? And they're like, yeah, of course I do. Like, I love the environment. So yeah, we should totally shower together to save water.
It's conservation.
Yeah.
Hello, effing programmer. By the way, Princess, I got my Twitch recap of the year, and you were the top streamer I watched. Oh, thank you. I hope I was on a lot of people's Twitch recap. And I hope Jump King was on a lot of people's top watched categories. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, Floppy. All right.
Oh, I did this one.
Now then, Prosecutor Asagi,
Oh, that's his last name.
I forgot.
We got Bug Boy up on this bitch.
have you summoned the witness as requested?
Yes, the two members of the Red-Headed League who planned and carried out the deception. They arrived
Fucking Redwood to a road.
They arrived over the local police prison by police carriage.
Still wasting water? We should boil the toxins out of our body together to save the environment. You mean take a bath?
Very good.
To both things, yes.
Bailiff, usher the two men into the courtroom.
I'm gonna try my best to actually read correctly. It's very hard though.
No, I totally get it.
Were you the spaghetti boy?
Oh,
Or were you both
these are new guys. So
No, they were in the Sholmes office, no?
Oh, were they?
Fuck
talking
it.
though?
I could
don't
be spaghetti
remember.
boy. You could
Okay.
be the long. It doesn't matter.
I do love spaghetti. No, These two men are currently being held by the police on suspicion of attempted extortion. You may omit your occupations, but state your names for the court.
Oh, that's right. No, you were the tall guy. I was the spaghetti
Was I?
boy. Yeah,
Okay. These guys are French, right? That's why they're
I
evil.
think so. That's why they're evil.
Fucking French. I gotta think of a French person. I am okay. Bienvenue. I am Fabien de Rousseau, a descendant of the great de Rousseau family from Nice Enfant.
I don't think that's
killing
right.
it. I'm killing it. Not the good way though.
Oh wait, I think this kid is Italian, maybe.
No, this guy's clearly French.
And my name, hold on. And my name is Peppino de Rossi. I don't know what fucking name.
That's probably Italian.
What? I am the third son of the great Familia de Rossi, the landowners from Napoli.
Yeah, he's Italian. Yeah.
The two men first became acquainted at a boarding school for European nobility.
Do we think Peppino from Napoli is French?
Not anymore. Okay, Ever. Thank you. I appreciate you calling us out. I'm gonna just try to read this like the way it's typed, because that's just gonna naturally
It's
give
true.
me the accent.
It's true.
Those who graduate from Samsic are the future leaders of Europe. But do you have any outborn? It is to be born with noble blood. I'm fucking
What are you
up,
doing?
Followers, I make it my mission to get the better of the world by employing the little gray cells of my brain. I'm trying things. And we'll get it right. We'll get it right somewhere along the line. That is all I'm trying to do.
So, that's the only reason for this whole grand deception you've been carrying out?
Oui, you can say that. Why is he like this?
Not bad, eh? He has the grand ideals, but the petty plans. This strange combination is the charm of the Hairlarious brothers. See, Capo?
Thank you for the hydrate. You should hydrate too.
I even have any liquids in me.
Good night, FN programmer. Thank you. See you later.
Oh, I needed that. Okay, so I can actually do this. Okay. Listen, fuck. Why am I like speaking it like mafia Frenchman, which is not what he
Do you?
even
Mafia
is the real
isn't
thing.
even French. Do you want to
I
be
know
the
it's not even
Italian
a thing.
kid?
I don't think I'd do it any better. I'm just gonna be honest right now.
Do you?
I hope that these people have no more lines after this one conversation.
No,
Is
they're
what
gonna
I'm
have.
open right now.
No, it's gonna be like for the next 3 hours, dude.
Okay, because here's the thing. If I end up doing the Italian kid, it's just gonna be Mario.
Do it. Do fucking Mario. Be Mario.
Hey, fuck it. You be the French big boy
Okay,
then. I'll be
okay.
a little fucking Mario looking
All right.
spaghetti man.
Look, dude, his belly is out. Look at that.
No. That's just called a textured shirt.
Okay. You can't see it because Mizu's body is covering, but you can see his little belly in
Yeah,
the
we
corner.
gotta keep this. We gotta keep this a PG stream. We can't be showing belly buttons on here.
Okay. Listen to me, Peppino. I have 2 things to say to you.
Eh? Gee? Are you about to tell me one of your crime anecdotes? Hey, Viva! It's so awful.
Oh, it's so good.
So awful.
It's so good. Firstly, I want you to stop calling me this capo. And secondly, we are not the hilarious brothers. This is serious business.
Che, pero... That is... The God... Oh, God! The foul bro! It's beautiful couple. The foul... Mamma mia. That's a piece. That's a spicy meatball. Okay. I'm really hoping that this kid is done talking.
Dude, he
Holy
talks.
shit.
I bet you he talks a lot. I bet
Talks
you
so
he
much.
talks
He's
so
gonna talk
much.
so much. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Mm. Yes. Keep it together. What the fuck?
The court has been led to believe that under the banner of the Red-Headed League, you have conspired to swindle money from unsuspecting members of the public. Is this true?
Oui, c'est ça.
Thank God.
And what exactly was the nature of this deception by which you ran to the Pharaoh?
Alors, I will explain it.
No, Capo. Leave it to me. No, let him fucking explain it. No, fucking explain it. What are you doing? You. As you see, we both have the red hair, no? At the school, we were teased for this without pity. The couple here, he has many times behind the schoolhouse crying like the trivia fountain. What does the world respect us red heads?
I'm so sorry. This is the funniest stream ever. This is a part of history in the making.
I wish I was drunk for this. Every night. What the fuck?
I did it. Oh, it just did it by
Oh,
itself.
okay.
It wasn't
thank
me.
God.
It wasn't me.
Oh, thank God.
Do you want to go get some alcohol?
I don't have any in this house.
Oh, boo.
Oh, that's not true. I do. I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries. Go. So, is everyone having fun? Is everyone having a good time tonight? PG, we're lucky we don't get labeled NC-17. You know how Mizu said, he was like, I don't have alcohol. I do have alcohol. You know where my alcohol is from? Literally from the beginning of this year when me and Mizu did our Jump King race. I still have the tequila. I have not touched it since our Jump King stream. Alcohol doesn't go bad, right? I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
No, alcohol never goes bad.
I was saying how I still have the tequila from our Jump King competition.
I think that we need to. That was like a year ago. What the fuck?
I don't drink alcohol.
Here, we gotta.
Round 2?
You ain't trying to see me. Oh, okay. You know what? I was actually gonna ask you. Let's might as well do this on stream.
Yeah.
This is what I actually needed to ask you. So the next 2 Tuesdays, not next 2, but the following 2 Tuesdays are Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait, really?
Yeah. And I was like, does she want to stream one these days? Because like maybe she has things to do. I'm like,
Maybe not Christmas Eve. Well, I mean, I might end up streaming, but I'm not gonna subject you to streaming. Also,
I have work that day.
on Christmas Eve.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what the fuck? Just give me these days off.
I don't think I have work, but I do. I'm not going anywhere because, like, our office is like back in the office. We're not like remote anymore, so it's like I have to go into the office, so I can't travel to see my family. You know.
That's good.
But I will be streaming the 31st for sure, because I want to do a countdown with everyone. But did you want to like jump on for a little bit? I don't know. We could play Jump King, but we can't drink until like after midnight. 'Cause I want to be streaming until the countdown.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you decide. You can let me know what you want to do because I don't think I'm doing anything. I'm moving, but
Congratulations.
it's a brand new house. I'm fucking so happy.
We love that.
And I should be done by the time we would need to stream. So we're chilling.
Yeah,
That's
we can hash that out later. That's not a big deal. No problem.
Oh god, I was like choking as I was trying to drink as much as I could, and then I read Shaded Wolf say, "Loving this," and I'm like, "Oh no." I'm glad somebody is.
Okay, ready?
This is all you.
C'est bien, Peppino. Enough! I will explain the rest.
Thank God.
The first step was the newspaper advertisement. About 1 week before the plan was put into operation, we listed the same notice in every paper in London.
Yes, we saw that notice. It was this one, I believe, entitled to The Red-Headed League.
Oui, c'est ça. I am honored that you have seen it.
It states that the only condition for joining the league is having flame-colored hair, and that if you satisfy the interview panel and are admitted into the league, you could receive a weekly income of £4.
Under that specified, red-headed hopefuls gathered in droves at a park specified in the advertisement. And from each person present, this pair took an application fee of 5 shillings.
Dude, that's a
Oh,
fucking scam.
I see. Totally a scam.
And with the money to France. It was a plan most elegant, no?
No, it was most dishonorable. But to be frank, I'm stunned anybody was foolish enough to be taken by such an obvious trick.
So very evident that the park was described by one's witness as choked with red-headed folk, like a coster's orange barrow.
And the day on which all these men gathered to apply was the day before the victim was discovered.
He is becoming Eric Cartman.
Crucially, these 2 men spoke face to face with every single person present that day.
Oui, I have seen more red-headed people in one day than I will see in the rest of my life.
See, and now, every time I see the couple's hair, I feel sicker to my stomach.
Anyway, why have we been summoned here today?
Sorry?
The date for our trial was not until tomorrow, I was told.
Naturally, neither of these men have been told any details about this trial. They've only been shown this photograph.
Very good.
Look at this
So-
photograph.
So, Mr. De Rousseau and Mr. De Rossi, you will now give your formal testimony for the court
Please, only one of them.
on the subject of the gentleman pictured in this photograph.
Of course, we are always ready to help with the law.
That's an infinite spaghetti plate. That's crazy.
It's true. It's like how the detective at Infinite Fish and Chips.
That's unfair.
We had more than 1,000 red-headed people assemble in the park on Lime Street that day.
Oh no. But I don't recall the man in this photograph. Capo?
No, I don't remember him. Obviously, he is dead now, but I assure you, he was not in the park.
Laura, this victim has nothing to do with us.
You have a lot to answer for, Peppino. It is your fault that we got caught in the first place.
You've given sworn testimony that this man in the photograph is not present. Can you be certain?
Oui, I am quite certain. We did not interview this man.
Nobody looking like a niece came to the park. At least I can promise.
It must be noted that you have been arrested for a grand deception, however. Accordingly, this court has little confidence in your assurances.
Oofa. With this attitude, we get to nowhere, huh? He sounds too old, that's the problem.
He's
I gotta make him
really
like
sulking now.
I gotta make him like a baby Mario.
Oh, you do whatever you want. I think it's hilarious. Also, like, when I try to put on the French accent, I don't know what it is, but like the saliva just wants to accumulate in the front of my mouth, and I'm like, why do I sound like I want to spit? Like, this is disgusting. Sorry
I'm
to
not
all
gonna
the
say
French
anything.
speakers.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm a French speaker and I'm offended. Offending you? No. Fuck. This confidential.
This confidential document was obtained directly from Scotland Yard. Air cards and entry from the inspector's private diary dated the day before the incident. It reads, Lime Street, Red-Headed Lear. Undercover.
Oh, I have the answer. Fuck, he's older now.
Maybe there was another similar event in the park under the equation, eh?
Fuck, what is going on?
That is ridiculous. There's no question that Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League, which means it's quite possible that's when he was killed.
Very well. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination now.
Yes, my lord.
Accents are hard, okay?
They are very difficult.
Your French is pretty good, though. It's not passing, but it's better than mine.
1,000 people? That's a very big crowd. It was quite a spectacle. Redheads had come from all over the capital.
See, the couple here, he was the magnetizable one, yeah.
Nobody else could attract so many people. If I could be born again, I would be the couple. My God.
All those people wanted was the money, Peppino. The £4 per week.
Are you suggesting that you spoke personally with all 1,000 applicants?
Oui, that we did. Because every one of them paid us 5 shillings.
We take out their names, and we take out their money, and we take out their addresses as well. And then I tell them, we take some days to let them know by a post infinito. Maybe 2 minutes a person. We start early in the morning, and we stop late in the night. Oh, God.
It's so funny. So you earned 5,000 shillings in one day? That's a small fortune.
Who would have thought that there were 1,000 such gullible redheads in London to start with?
One of whom was a great detective with chemically altered hair.
Oh God. I gotta recompose myself. Maybe I'm just gonna do straight Mario. I feel like I sound worse than what the fuck was his name. You know what I'm trying to say? Fuck, what the hell's his name? The Mario guy in the movie Mario.
Was it Ryan Reynolds?
No, it was not Ryan Reynolds. It's fucking Star-Lord. What the hell is Star-Lord's real name? Fuck.
Is that not Ryan Reynolds?
No, that's not Ryan Reynolds.
Are you sure?
I'm 1,000,000,000% sure.
Guys,
I'm gonna Google
who
it. You're gonna.
who was Mario? who was Mario in the Mario movie?
Chris Pratt.
Oh,
I sound worse than Chris Pratt.
Oh,
And
Chris
Pratt shit.
Pratt. Oh, okay. I understand.
I think I just gotta go more Mario. More.
More Mario. Okay.
Just full commit. If I have commit, it's gonna be dog. So I have to full commit.
He doesn't look at all familiar.
No, I don't think so. And this is a wig, eh? He was trying to trick us. I don't not like the people who are trying to trick the other people.
Says the con artist.
If between them they interviewed 1,000 people with red hair, it would be unreasonable to expect them to remember every face. No, senor. I may be small, but my memory is very large. I never forget a thing. In my opinion, I do not think this man was in the park.
But he's not going to give the court a definite, it seems.
Eh, Capo? You didn't see a man like this, huh?
Let's see. But according to what you've said, you spoke with 1,000 or more people that day.
Oui, that's true. My eyes were burning by the end of the day.
Surely then you can't actually remember every single face. How are you so certain that this particular man wasn't present?
Normally, the red hair is very distinctive, eh? But not when you have a 1,000 redheads crowding around. Then it is just an eyesore. But if there was some other information you can give us, maybe then we could recall.
That is not the line, Peppino. Remember, we do not remember him. We are sure of that fact. If there was a man with a red hairpiece, but his mustache did not match the color, then I do not think I could have forgotten him.
That's a good point.
Kazuma said these two had only been shown that photograph and they'd been told nothing else at all. But what if I fed them just one other detail about the victim? For example,
His name?
his fish and chips?
Fish and chips.
He eats a lot of fish and chips.
Is he constantly eating it like the spaghetti boy?
Constantly. But also, like, why would he tell them that he's a police officer? You know what I mean?
So I would say we do the conscious thing of saving.
Oh, you're so right, bestie. You're so right. You're so right, bestie. We're saving right now.
And then we can fucking let it rock.
All right, it's the fish and chips.
Surely it's the fish and chips. Nobody just eats fish and chips.
Right? I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember in this situation. But what if I told you that the man was always munching on a packet of fish and chips? Do you remember a man who was eating incessantly?
Not really. I was looking only at the heads of the applicants. I wouldn't have noticed the fish and chips any more than the caviar and smoked salmon.
Or a spaghetti. Me love the spaghetti. No way, really, dude?
Really? I had no idea.
Tell them again what you said before, Peppino.
Si, capo, si. I say it again and again.
But we only have your word for that.
Si, but what else can we do, huh?
True.
Oofa. We are not having much fun these days. First we are arrested, then we are shown the horrible picture of a dead man. And now, you question every single thing we say. We are the victims here.
Wow, incredible.
Hey, capo!
No, you were caught carrying out a plot to swindle hundreds of innocent people.
You had to bring that up, eh? It's not fair. Hey, capo.
Yeah, capo. Capo.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Cavallo! You promised not to say. Eh, capo?
After we had taken all the money that day, we should have left the country. That was my plan. I left the purchasing of the tickets for the ferry to Dunkirk to my companion here.
But he bought them for the wrong day. Oops.
See, but this is an easy mistake to make, huh? The 31st?
Oh, I have no sympathy for you. We were an all day late for the boat because of your stupidity. And it's only because of this that this so-called great Ed detective caught us.
Capo, you know what I think? This is the work of God. Is a holy punishment, eh?
Peppino, for the last time. This is not only punishment, this is only your fault. Don't blame God for your unholy mistakes. You are making me sick with anger.
Maybe I make a mistake, but when it's time to eat at the pasta, no one is a faster. Oh my shit. Holy. Oh no.
That's what he is.
And I've seen the evidence. Oh my god.
Spaghetti is one of those foods that always looks better than it is.
Thank you for the head pat. I had spaghetti like literally not even an hour ago.
I can imagine you eating spaghetti, and I bet you my imagination is better than what it actually tasted like.
What? It was delicious.
I'm sure it was fine, but like it wasn't like my imagination spaghetti. It was like spaghetti barbecue, like barbecue ribs. There's always like the idea of it is so much better than how it actually is.
No, I fucking love barbecue ribs. I can imagine the
too.
taste of barbecue ribs and then I'll eat it for real and be like, no, this is better. Like eating it is better.
Where the hell are you getting good barbecue ribs? That's the
Fucking
real
make it at
problem.
home.
She's got a whole smoker, everybody. Party at Princess's house.
Anyways, they haven't told us much we didn't already know.
What do you think, Mr. Naruto?
Well, if it was in the inspector's diary, it seems likely that he must have gone to Lime Street that day. And yet these two both claim they didn't see him.
I have to say, they don't appear to be telling lies.
Well, they are experts in deception, don't forget. Sounding plausible is their specialty. They may be lying simply to avoid being implicated in this case as well.
Surely, if they were truly experts in deception, they wouldn't have been caught. But the kid is stupid.
Well, yes, you do have a point there. It seems to me like we need more information.
Definitely.
I'm like doing my best to get him.
Maybe it was that we have to go... Maybe we have to... Hello, welcome in. Hello, Christian. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Princess. I'm a variety VTuber here on Swish, and today I'm here with my friend, Mizu. Introduce yourself, Mizu.
It's your boy, Mizu Morgan. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
I play scary games. Nobody wants to watch scary games except for, I guess, people that watch me.
Yeah, I watch you. What if we do his profession? I feel like maybe it's one of these that we didn't choose.
Yeah, I think that's the only way we can progress.
Yeah, okay.
At least we didn't get any strikes.
True, true. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Sorry, I don't do like the more detailed shoutouts on days I have collabs just because I want to respect my guests' time, you know. But welcome in. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thank you, thank you. I hope you had a good stream. Please take care of yourself. I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember in this situation. But what if I told you that the man in the red hairpiece was actually a detective? The man in the photograph? A detective? Yes.
It would appear he found your notice in the paper suspicious and decided to investigate incognito.
Sorry, but this changes nothing. Oh, we have something. Hello, Autumn! Getting my stamp? What made you happy today, Autumn?
Wait, there's. I thought you said stamps were over.
Stamps are over. We can do fake stamps.
But I don't want to stamp.
Something to add, Mr. De Rossi? Oops, sorry.
Che? See, I am always adding something. Parmesan, olive oil, pepper.
Oh God.
What I mean is, did you not agree with your friend's last remark by any chance?
Eh? Oh, what did he just say about the detective?
Yes, that. Keep your mouth shut, Peppino. You have said enough already.
But why, Capo? What is the problem? There was a man who said, I am an inspector from Scotland Yard.
What?
Good lord.
He's standing on a fucking crate.
He's gonna little apple box. Order.
Explain this volte-face in your testimony, witness.
Are you doing an accent in the judge?
I don't fucking.
Oh.
I'm blaming the beer.
There was no such man.
My guy. What are you saying, my guy? What are you saying, Capo? Have you forgotten it?
I have forgotten nothing. Nobody like this came to the park.
Basta, Capo, basta. You beat me at many things, but not two. The memory and the meals.
Why is this?
Like I said, when is it time to eat a pasta? No one is a pasta.
But you are inferior to me in every other way. So shut up.
Objection!
Ugh. Trop tard. The damage is done.
Indeed it is, sir.
Oui, there was a man who came to the park and he said he was an inspector from Scotland Yard. However, he looked nothing like the man in the photograph. He was someone else. How can you be so sure? Because, to start with, his face was completely different.
See, it's true. The man who came was younger. His face was clean shaven, his eyes were sad, his chin was thin.
Oh wait, hold on.
Is it this man?
Is it this man?
Look at this photograph!
Clean shaven?
Clean shaven. What's Sholmes look like?
Yeah, he's not clean shaven, right? Anyway, okay.
Yeah, that guy has a mustache.
No resemblance whatsoever then.
Young and clean shaven. Anyway, I was not going to be
Does Sholmes
fooled.
have something?
No, it's not Sholmes either. I think it's the husband. The missing husband? This is him, right?
He's the murderer, I see.
I took the
Maybe.
obvious precaution and said to him, if you are really a detective, show us the proof.
See, the couple here, he didn't take a no-nonsense, eh?
But he was well prepared. He said he had identification. Identification? You mean official police inspector's identification?
That is most unconvincing.
Sorry, my lord?
Counsel, no incognito inspector would offer his identification for inspection. It's quite out of the question.
Definitely. Why would he expose his true identity?
Clearly, the papers were fake.
Gertrude Capo, you are genius.
gonna change it. He's fucking stupid now.
As we say in Natalia, it takes a thief to recognize another.
Oh no.
I got where
Where are you taking him right now?
Where am I going? What's going on?
And what happened after he announced that he was a detective?
It became very annoying. He said, "You are under investigation." So I took his papers from him and chased him out of the park.
Oh, so you just have the papers.
It was a fantastical. And look, here is he just has it. An identification. So you stole it from the man. He had it coming. He made us very scared. But he was not what he was said he was.
Indeed, the person described does not appear to have behaved as a true inspector would. However, I believe it would be prudent for these identification papers to be entered into evidence.
Hell yeah, let me take a look at him.
But I like them.
But okay.
Okay.
Now, let us return to the witness's testimony.
What was his fucking name?
Okay.
Clasp. There's a little clasp.
Well, I suppose we should see what this inspector's identification looks like inside. Yes, it definitely looks fake, doesn't it?
Out of interest, what name is given?
Probably just something plucked out of the air. It's Tobias Gregson. Wait, what?
This Scotland Yard insignia looks genuine to me.
But how?
And the department and identification number details are all correct as well.
Since when have you known those? Do you mean to say?
I know it seems incredible, but yes. I think this is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard.
But that's unbelievable. This is the real thing after all?
Do we know Gregson?
That's the detective.
I never met the Gregson alive, okay? That's my
You know, it's true. You have never seen him alive. It's true.
Does he go to back to wherever and ask about his name?
Okay, I feel like he was not in the park is where we present the evidence, right? Because that's
Which evidence?
his police identification. So if he wasn't at the park,
I have no idea. That doesn't make sense to me, but you could spin a tale that I could go along with.
I wonder if I could ask you to examine this identification book very closely. Miss Lestrade.
Why, Mrs. Strong?
What is your intention here, Counsel?
Is this really a fake or is it genuine? That's the question, which we can't answer ourselves.
Objection!
Don't be ridiculous. No Scotland Yard detective would allow his or her identification to be stolen.
But what
if
if
it
they were
was
dead? Exactly. That is the boss's. No question about it.
It can't be.
As I suspected. The undercover detective who attended the Red-Headed League's enrollment on the day in question was the real Inspector Gregson, carrying out an incognito investigation. Are we sure it was him?
Yeah, I'm thinking what you're thinking. Order. Like somebody killed him and took his.
Yeah, and like went to the Red-Headed League to make it look like Inspector Gregson was still alive that day, and then
Yeah.
right set up the whole
Yeah.
thingy. But
Yeah.
If the boss had his identification stolen, he would have reported it straight away. I mean, he
Unless
was
he was
always on
dead.
at me about it. If you lose some, report it at once, he'd say. I know, right? Could it be, then, that the inspector was physically unable to report it?
Physically, eh? What are you saying? Unable to. You're not suggesting.
Yes, it's quite possible that he was killed before he had the chance to report his identification stolen.
No. Order.
The defense posits that the victim was killed the day before his body was discovered at a different location. Do you two have anything to say about that?
Wah. I know nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know how to say that, E.
Pull yourself together, Peppino. Mon Dieu, you can behave a little more like a master criminal than that, no?
Wah. No, I wish I had a return to Italia. Wah.
Stop
Wait, what the?
crying, Peppino, please. Otherwise, what?
His neck is a weird color. What the fuck?
Oh, you're right. Did he paint his face or something?
Something's going on.
Otherwise, Lube, stop your whining and start talking.
Well, I believe the court will need to hear your story. I know nothing.
Wah. I don't know nothing. Wah. Would you tell everything, or face the worst possible outcome?
You will dry your eyes and testify again. About these identification papers and the precise circumstances under which you came by them. Excuse me.
Wah.
For crying out loud.
Oh god.
The truth is, we took him prisoner and kept him for the night at our secret hideout. Even though I didn't think he was a real detective, I was too scared to let him go that day, just in case.
We took a demand to make the identification from him and shut him in the room next to ours.
That's illegal.
There might have been a little too soon, but we did him no harm, and the next morning, we let him go.
He spent the night in a nicer room. It was nothing like a prison, really. Wah.
The way
So
is
funny, huh,
so
freak?
funny.
Wah.
This is outrageous. You imprisoned the man.
But no, see, no. It was not like a prison. He was very comfortable and calm and happy. Hey, Capone.
It was never part of my plan, I swear it.
Oofa. So you think it was my fault, eh? Just because I got the date at the ferry room by one little day.
I do not think it was your fault, Peppino. I know it.
He's doing a little chicken dance.
Oh, no. Per favor, capo, it's not fair.
You shall have plenty of time for squabbling back at the prison, gentlemen.
Oh, I don't believe this. How could he have been a real detective?
Counsel, for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination.
So on the day before the incident, Gregson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout.
Cross-examination.
Okay. Do you realize what you're saying?
You have to believe me. I never intended for that to happen. And I'm sure the detective did not intend it either.
Do you think?
But there was nothing I could do.
See, and nothing else. There was a first crime for the couple. He was at the end of his wits.
I have told you before, Peppino, that is not the way to describe a criminal mastermind.
Well, I hideout of yours.
An old empty house behind the park on Lime Street.
We rented the place for 2 days. It was an inspired idea by the couple here.
An impulsive idea, I would say.
No, not impulsive. Inspired, eh, couple?
What am I supposed to say to that, Peppino?
And it was in the house described that you confined Inspector Gregson, was it?
But you have to remember, I was under the impression that he was a pretender, not a real inspector.
That doesn't quite add up, though. If you didn't think the man was a real inspector, there would have been no reason to take him prisoner, would there?
No, you are right. But we couldn't be completely certain.
Too scared. Why?
Because why had he come to the park? We didn't know. There was a chance that he had seen through my plan.
And if that was the case, he would go straight to the police station to blow a whistle on us. Even if he was feigning to be an imposter, he was up to no good, without a doubt. I think most people would agree that it's you who were up to no good. Well, see, you may be right, a couple.
The point is, we were not able to escape from England immediately. That is why we had no choice but to take the man prisoner.
What I don't understand is why the inspector felt the need to show you his identification in the first place.
See, I asked myself the same question.
We were writing down the names and addresses of all the people who we took 5 shillings from that day. I have forgotten what name he said, but the address, it startled me.
See, address Scotland Yard, homicide division, he said.
What?
He probably didn't like your face, Peppino. Anyway, I was not rude, I just politely asked him why he had said it. And that's when he started to say he was an inspector. Not long afterwards, he took out his identification.
What was Inspector Gregson playing at? I really think they did it. Someone did it to like establish like a weird time of death, right? That like he was seen around town before he was actually dead. But he
So
might
do you
have...
think it was actually him there? Because I still don't think it's him.
I
that was
don't
there.
think it was him there. I think it was someone pretending that he was there to throw off the time of death.
Yeah,
Right?
You're a genius.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tell the girl what happened next. You think you took him back to your hideout, you say? See, we did.
That being this identification book here, correct?
See, that is the one.
What made you believe that it was a forgery?
I never seen any real one, of course. But he was so suspicious, this man. Allora, I was thinking, he must be a falso, eh, capo?
Oui, it is just as Peppino had said. We were convinced it was not genuine.
And so together the hilarious brothers, we took the man captive.
All we did was shove him inside a locked room. Then we made preparations to transport all of the money. In for a penny, in for a pound. What do you mean by a little tussle, exactly? Oh, it was nothing. Just a minor incident.
The falso inspector, he was a real piece of work, eh, capo?
What happened?
Oof, it was a disaster. We give him a nice room, and what does he do? In the middle of the night, he tries to escape out through the ventilator.
I was like, yo, it's gotta be a window.
Through the window ventilator!
I'm like, what the fuck?
Can you blame him? We chased him, bien sûr, and we caught him again.
Can you blame us?
Wait, you didn't shoot the man in your haste, did you? What? Who do you think we are? Of course not. I simply caught hold of him again and took him back to the room.
Excuse me.
Mr. De Rossi, is something wrong?
Hey, me?
Something Mr. De Rousseau just said seemed to make you, well, it seemed to make you act even more strangely than usual. What was that all about?
I didn't have my spaghetti for a while.
Cavallo, at the times like it is, we don't want to have the capo after you, you believe me. And I speak from a personal esperanza.
Personal experience? That is enough, Peppino. There is no need to say more.
The truth is, the night before we put the Red-Headed League plan into action, I was scared. He was not fair to the capo, but I tried to run away.
It's a shame you didn't manage it.
But the capo here, he came after me like a turbine, and he dragged me back to our house, kicking and screaming. I still have the bruises to prove it, eh, capo?
Bruises, you say?
You wanna see my fantastical boobs?
Is that what's wrong with his neck?
Oh, that's what's wrong with his face.
That's enough now, Peppino. No one wants to look at any part of you.
What I to do? I show you or I don't? Show you or I don't? You do now. Allora, if everybody wants to see, then I do it.
Oh, that was, see?
You're right.
It's still very reasonable, eh?
That red ring around your neck? You got that when you were dragged back to the house?
See, look, blah 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 blah.
I said that's enough! Peppino's neck is nothing to do with what we are talking about here. You have my word.
Yes. What is your opinion, Counsel?
Hold on, let's take a look at the picture.
Look at this photograph.
I don't think
This guy doesn't look like he's got any bruises.
Yeah. About this red ring around Mr. DeRossi's neck? I wonder, does it matter? God.
So...
Okay, let's just say it is important. Let's just say it is. Why not?
Why not? They brought it up for a reason. Why would they just tell me to look at something when it's not important?
Right? Mr. DeRossi, I'm going to have to ask you to amend your testimony with details about that mark on your neck.
Okay. Hey, Capo. You see? Everyone is so interested in what I say.
Ugh.
Very well. You amend your testimony as requested, Mr. De Rossi.
See, if you really want to know. He tried to escape, but the capo put the collar on him and dragged him back. Yeah, collar? Like what he did to me, I see.
That's great.
Are you saying that the red mark was caused by...
See, a big collar made from a leather.
a leather collar?
Is this true, Mr. DeRosso?
What? We had a Saint Bernard at home when I was younger. It is a souvenir from that time with a very strong chain.
A strong chain?
And you put that around your friend's neck?
I'm sorry. I was so angry that he was leaving me alone.
You did not have to tie the chain to the leg of a law bed. I would have not tried to run again.
You didn't do that to Inspector Gregson as well, did you?
Treating the people are equal is the capo his motto. It's starting to sound a lot more like a prison all of a sudden. The capo is a tough, but the capo is a rough.
Ugh. I shouldn't have done it.
So, the following morning when you released the inspector...
He had a ring around his neck, just like me.
I see.
Peppino, s'il vous plaît, leave it now.
Now you know, And the capo here, you don't want to tangle with him, eh? But for the inspector, not so bad.
Okay. Hold it! I don't think it's him then. It cannot.
Yeah, he doesn't have the red ring around his neck. You took away the man's freedom. However comfortable you make it sound, you were still holding him prisoner.
If you say that, then I say this. There is something that takes away our freedom too. The lack of the money.
No budget, no money.
So we are the prisoners as well, eh? All of us.
Huh?
No money, no freedom. This is the truth.
It's true.
It makes me mad, it makes me sad. What can we do?
Well...
If you feel so disenfranchised, take money to court. No, it'll cost you, of course. Oof! There you have it. You see? That is why we needed the Red Third League. To fight for the justice.
Perhaps he has a point.
No, Mr. Naruto. All we did was give the man a comfortable place to sleep for the night. And you say he was a prisoner, huh?
Perhaps he has a point again.
No, again, Mr. Naruto. You should have heard him snoring. My die. If any was disturbed, it was us.
Not much to go on, really.
Their testimony does make me wonder, you know. About this pocket watch, which belonged to the inspector, I mean.
Yes, the one he treasured so much, apparently.
If he was so confined but not restrained as the witnesses are implying, he would still have been able to wind his watch.
That's very true, yes. So did Inspector Gregson actually die while he was being held captive by these redheads?
In which case, it's possible that these two young men are responsible for Mr. Inspector Gregson's.
To be honest, I find that hard to believe. Perhaps we should try to find out exactly what happened.
Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo, yes.
Okay, so... Okay, so if we present the picture, there is no mark around his neck. So the day
I see where
before
you're
his
going.
body was discovered, Inspector Gregson was taken prisoner while working incognito.
No, it was not like that. It was oddly a prison. It was an invitation to stay. It was only...
However you describe it, there's one glaring inconsistency that remains.
What inconsistency is this, Counsel?
I would ask the court to look closely at this photograph of the victim, Inspector Gregson.
Look at it.
You will see that there is no red ring visible around his neck.
Eh? But, that makes no sense. It was me who took the collar off the man in the morning. And I saw the red bruises on his neck, just like I have.
Given that the mark is still clearly visible on this witness's neck, we'd expect to see bruising on the victim, who was put in the collar more recently than Mr. De Rossi.
Indeed, that is most peculiar.
But what did we tell you? We say this from the beginning, many a time. So
Oui, Peppino is right. The man in the photograph, he is someone different to the man we held captive that night.
What?
I have a
What do you-
picture! I have a picture! I have another picture!
Show me the photograph.
Let me show.
Order.
I don't know why I have like no interest in doing that.
It would appear then that...
Oh, I'm sorry.
it would appear then that on the day before the incident, the man who visited the park on Lone Street, posing as the incognito inspector, was not Inspector Gregson at all.
If that's true, however, how do you explain the inspector's identification?
He stole it.
This is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard. It is inconceivable that someone could have stolen such an important item from the inspector. The prosecution made that assertion itself.
Well, as we also know that the inspector had made a note about the Red-Headed League in his diary for that day. Which surely means we can't divorce the two events completely.
The inconsistency noted by the defense is most troubling. If it were real, Inspector Gregson, whom these two red-headed gentlemen encountered, the fact that no bruising can be seen around his neck defies explanation.
But equally, if they encountered an imposter, how did that person come to be in possession of a real inspector's identification? He stole it from the dead
Stole
body!
it and killed him, or maybe killed him and then stole it. You're right.
Does the defense have some plausible explanation, counsel?
The whole thing defies explanation.
It is precisely for these occasions that we keep meticulous notes in the court record, Mr. Naruhodo. Because those are the facts, and the facts cannot lie.
No, the facts can't lie. Even when they point to something so incredible, it's almost unbelievable. Well, my lord, the true identity of the person who turned up in the park for the Red-Headed League's enrollment is revealed by information in the court record, I believe. Oh my goodness, thank you for the follow, E-Clothing. Welcome in. Hello, hello.
E-clothing.
I think that's your boy 4-Eye Clothing in the house. Don't Google them, kids.
Very well. Very tantalizing, Mr. Naruto.
What?
So, why don't you help us all see whatever truth it is that you've apparently seen? Who exactly was this inspector that appeared before Mrs. DeRoe and Mr. DeBruzy?
I like how they don't even ask us to, like, specify. It's, just Gregson or an imposter.
We don't. We don't know any additional information.
It's
we can't just
true.
blatantly say it's the murderer.
E-Clothing or I-Clothing says, here for Waterboy Morgo. It's your
It's
fan.
my boy. He's my boy.
It's your boy. Though it seems incredible, I admit, the undeniable facts point to only one thing. Since no bruising can be seen on the victim's neck, the person who these two red-headed men took prisoner that day cannot have been Inspector Gregson.
In other words, your whole argument up to now has been a waste of time.
On the contrary, I haven't finished.
What?
There's no bruising on the victim's neck, so the question immediately posed next is, who exactly was this man in the park on Lime Street, found to be carrying Inspector Gregson's identification?
See, that's alright. We tell the same story every time. Whoever this man was, the couple dragged him from a pillar to a post with a darker color.
Mon Dieu, Peppino! I was not so harsh as you say,
So, who was it that a false inspector, eh? Who was he?
Clearly, the defense has an idea about it. About the true identity of the man these two imprisoned that night.
I must ask the counsel for the defense to elaborate post haste. Who did the witness encounter in the park, posing as Inspector Gregson?
Save?
Sa-
Saving
Oh,
here?
I just have this weird feeling I might get a power outage. Let me just save real quick.
Okay, clean shaven red hair. Do we know anybody? It's probably him, no?
Yeah, let's keep looking at all the people's faces. Why don't we? It was himself. No.
It's either Daily Vigil or Sholmes, and it can't be Sholmes because he didn't have a red mark. So I think the only person that's
What do
really
you mean he
clean,
doesn't have? He had red hair.
but he didn't have the red mark around his neck.
That's true. But how could we say any of these people had the red mark around his neck?
We can't, except for
Alright,
this
send the
man who
vigil
we
in.
haven't seen. It's surely no
That's
secret.
true. He was gone for a day. That's who
This
It
is the identity of the imposter. Oh fuck!
Oh really? On the ground.
was. You fucked up. I can't believe
I
you.
said it was no secret, but that part is. God damn it!
If ever penalty was in order, now I think.
And like the punishment, the couple under his collar if you want.
What the fuck? Then who was it?
Perhaps my learned friend needs to experience what it feels like to be dragged around the streets by the neck.
I guess it might have been shown. I don't know. We don't know. Is there a way to say we don't know? Well, Mr. Naruto, the red ring produced by the collar is clearly the crux of the matter here.
Yes, the bruising around the neck. Did anyone have bruising around their neck?
Do we have any evidence? Your dad. Did the Baron have a bruise?
No, I don't
No,
think
right?
he did.
He does.
Who? Oh! Good point. Oh my god. You're right.
The fuck?
Goodness me. Isn't that?
Good eyeballs! One of the witnesses who was in the stand in this very courtroom earlier today. A nameless man whose only occupation appears to be peddling hearsay to passersby.
Objection.
What on earth would a street seller be doing with a police inspector's identification papers? Witness, is this the man or not?
Oh, this guy's got a fat lip. It's him.
What has happened to his lip? Duh.
See, this a man not for the Red-Headed League, eh? He's looking for the Twisted Lip League, no?
It's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Perhaps rather than making such a rash claim next time, you should bite your lip instead.
Got him.
It seems improbable, yes, but one undeniable fact remains. During his testimony earlier, I noted something around the man's neck. A red ring of bruising.
What?
The defense demands that Mr. Gossip be brought back to the stand.
God, I gotta see this guy flap his fucking fat lips some more. Oda, Oda, bailiff. Bring him back.
Bring back the aforementioned witness to the courtroom. Immediately.
Wah. Oh, fuck, it's all three of them? Similar.
Well, I never. An undeniable ring of bruising indeed. And identical to that of the witness beside him.
Was this you or was this me?
It was definitely you. I didn't do any of those freaks.
Okay.
Now what's going on here, eh? I always had this me as a birthmark, or in it?
He's fucking sweating.
A birthmark, you say?
I assume the reason you've been recalled to the stand has been explained to you.
Something about an inspector again? But I'm telling you, you got it all wrong as usual.
You're denying all knowledge of it.
Well, of course I am. Are you trying to kill me with all this nonsense, eh?
Well, at least you'll have more stories to peddle back on Fresno Street, won't you?
Duo says, I remember when stamps were a thing. Now I lost the ability to be happy. No, you can still come in and redeem your stamp. It'll just be like tell me.
For it.
Yeah, there's no redeem, but you can just tell me what made you happy today. I'll still take it. You know, that's still a thing that can
You
happen.
get the benefit of sharing. What?
We love hearing about what made you happy today. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Now, we're going to need you to testify again.
And you, Mr. De Rousseau and Mr. De Rossi. I'm sure you'll cooperate, won't you? Do we have any choice?
We are on big trouble, you say, Capo.
Fucking what the hell did I even read?
That's quite enough dilatory chatter. Proceed with the testimony.
Why you gotta use such big words, Judge? Fuck you. I can't
He's
even read regular words.
educated. I can't even
Yes.
read regular words. The man who claimed to be an inspector that day was definitely not this man.
It's alright to see. You think we would forget these grand lips, huh?
I never leave Fresno Street, alright? I have no interest in any red-headed league. I'm all alone in the world, me. I have no kinfolk or nothing. Why would I be involved in something like that? Just look at me, eh? Does it look like I could carry off a disguise with a face like this?
I keep losing my pens in bed. I think
Oh
it's
my
time to
God.
clean your bed, Floppy.
Wait.
What?
This is the husband.
What?
Look at his hair.
Hold on. We'll go back in just a second when I see him. Okay.
It would certainly appear that we have the wrong man.
What have I been? What?
Look at the picture. It's the same hair.
Oh.
He's just been working the streets to fucking keep his wife, like...
Oh, you're right. You're right. I think you're right. He's in your court record. I'm gonna head out. Good night, guys. Shaded Wolf, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I hope you have a good night.
I hope somebody did. Shit. No.
Come back on Tuesdays. Next week for sure, but not the weeks after because it'll be maybe Christmas and New Year's. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. But good night. I'll see you later. Bye. There was no need for this pointless testimony. Ugh.
That's right. I'm just a simple peddler, remember? Fresno Street's all I know.
I can't believe you were able to see that. What the fuck?
How would I have come by a police inspector's identification book, eh?
Well, yes, that's hard to explain, but...
A brief cross-examination, I think, counsel. Very brief.
Oh no, you can't press everything.
Isn't there anyone in this courtroom who thinks I might be onto something?
I stand steadfast at your side as always, Mr. Naruto. Bug dots.
So you say, but how can you be quite so certain?
This guy is ugly as fuck.
There is no need to hurt your hands on the desk, monsieur. Surely the reason is obvious, no?
Because I have never before seen lips like this. Nevertheless, there's a clear red mark around Mr. Gossip's neck. And it looks very much like that left behind on the neck of your colleague by your prized caller.
Mon Dieu! With your words, it is like you try to wring my neck.
It doesn't look very much like my neck, though, eh?
No, this is a birthmark, lad. The biggest lips in London and a neck to die for. Aye, they broke the mold when they made me. For the first time in my life, I feel lucky to have been born with red hair.
And I thought being Japanese made you stand out in London.
So you maintain I've never before seen this man.
Dyslexia, I swear.
Oui, c'est ça. I swear to it by the flames of my hair.
So fierce pride has outgrown the frustration with your hair now, has it? Well, yes, I don't imagine I'll forget those lips in a hurry either.
And that is what I am saying. For some reason, it makes me wanna eat. How the Fabian call it? Anicle?
Oh my, disgusting, bro.
You know, I've never seen a hair as black as yours before either.
Likewise, I'd never seen red hair like yours until I came to Britain.
See, maybe it's a national trait, eh? Maybe all the people from this man's country have the grand lips.
I don't think that's the case, but whatever.
No, lad, I was born right here on Fresno Street, and I've never left.
I feel like he even has the same shirt and the little collar thing.
Oof, and that is the problem, see.
So you definitely didn't go to the park on Lime Street that day, Mr. Gossip.
It's a stretch. It's a
No, I
stretch.
think you're right.
But it makes no sense.
Cause like, if you stacked the end of the tie in the middle instead of having it fan out, that collar is basically the same.
Oh, it's so close, right? But why? All will be revealed.
He's only been gone for a day. There's no way his wife would have been like, would have not noticed, right?
Maybe he got beat the fuck up in that day.
Okay, well,
Now, how many times do you want me to say it, eh?
or maybe he's been gone a lot longer than his wife said.
Yeah, and she's just like on the drugs.
So you'd heard of the Red-Headed League, had you?
You don't get a name like Gossip for nothing, eh? It's my business to know what's going off in town. I sold that tasty tidbit for a fair few redheads that came past me. Just between us, I even got sandwiched to cough up for it.
Well, he does have a very red nose, if that counts.
Who knows?
But as you can see, my hair's got a hint of red in it. And in any case, Fresno Street's my patch. You won't catch me sidling off to some other part of town. No,
Excuse me, sorry. This voice is really hard to do.
no, sir, not likely.
Wait a second. Did you hear that?
Uh-huh.
There was somebody said something that said, "Is that so?" Oh, it was this guy saying it. I got scared. I was like, "Am I hearing another voice right now?"
No. Someone not in this call?
I know. I'm freaking out, yo.
Mr. DeRousseau.
Ugh. Please, can I help you?
Did Mr. Gossip's word just now lead you to remember something relevant, perhaps?
It was the other day when I was looking for a place near the park. A small house or something.
To be the headquarters of your red-headed league, yes?
I visited an housing agent on Lime Street, and there I saw him. This man was paying monies to the agent. What?
Mr. Gossip with a housing agent?
He had some kind of contract in his hand, and they were clearly discussing terms.
But
No, you're mistaken, chum. I've never let Fresno Street meet, like I said before. You mistaken me for someone else. Someone with the same face.
No, the capo is right. I remember it too. He was paying the man with the banknotes.
With
Ouch.
Like I said, that wasn't me.
I was curious why this man with the dirty clothes had so much money. So I looked at the name on the piece of the papers.
Virgil!
Fucking name!
Virgil! And what name was written? Mr. Gossip?
No. This man here lies. He tells you that he has no name. But in fact, his name is a huge bone. It's better than Mr. Gossip, I think. See?
he's
Wait,
huge
what?
bone? That's the guy who's renting the house that Gregson was
Oh!
found
Is he renting it under a different name? That would make sense. So he's not been found out by his wife?
The plot thickens, I see.
No!
That bone is his lip.
I'm a peddler of tidbits of information, like I said, on Fresno Street, and that's that. I don't much like folk talking about my personal life.
Indeed. And it is not the intention of the court to invade the privacy of witnesses. Very well. I shall respect your wishes, sir. The aforementioned name shall be
You
redacted from all
can't!
of this trial, assuming no objection. Objection!
Objection! It's related! Objection! Oh, thank God. I'm sorry, my lord, but the defense does object. Because the name just mentioned has a very deep significance. Oh, thank God you remember, because I didn't fucking remember who the fuck Huge Bone was.
That's too easy to remember.
Good gracious. Do you similarly object, Prosecutor Osogi?
As it happens, my lord, that particular name has already been mentioned during today's proceedings.
Well, I never. In what capacity?
Huge Bone. Penis, the name of the leaseholder of the room.
Let me put this very simply. The victim's body was discovered in your rented room.
I suggest, sir, that you start talking.
Well, alright. I suppose that might be the case, eh?
How you chilling about this, dog?
So your real name is Huge Bone?
No.
Well, just between us, I don't like to blow me own trumpet, but there's no finer peddler of tidbits in town.
He has another name, his real name.
I'm waiting.
So I happen to be able to afford a grubby little room in a falling down backstreet townhouse.
You do.
And once every 6 months, I go and pay the rent to the agent on Lime Street. I remember now. There were 2 vulgar redheads in there last time.
Aye. If either of us was a vulgar, it's not a me.
Think again, Peppino.
Why didn't you bring this up before?
It's like I told you already. I don't like talking about my personal life. I'm a tidbit peddler as far as everyone else is concerned. No fuss.
You will update your testimony to include this most surprising revelation, Mr. Bone.
If I must.
So the leaseholder Scotland Yard has been looking for since the body was discovered. Has been here, under our noses, all along.
I rent the room where that fellow was found. It's true. For what difference it makes.
Why'd you have to kick the door down then?
It's true. So you live in that room, presumably, do you?
No, I don't live there. What do you think? There's no bed in there, just a desk.
Then why would you want to rent it?
Well, I don't think I should have to say, really.
What the fuck? Bitch, you in court.
Yeah, how about the notice board in there? Which was covered from top to bottom in confidential documents only the police should have access to.
No, that board's not mine. The inspector must have brought it along. It's only the other bits and bobs that belong to me. The desk and the chair and that.
People don't generally carry enormous notice boards around with them. The real question is, why was Inspector Gregson killed there, in your room?
Well, obviously, I've not the faintest idea. I mean, it's causing me no end of bother, to be honest.
It seems to me... Oh, sorry, that's you.
I seems to me that Mr. Gossip, sorry, Mr. Bone, would rather as little is known about his room as possible for some reason.
Yes, it does come across that way, and more importantly, knowing that the scene of the crime is actually his room completely changes things.
Yeah.
In particular, there's one part of his testimony that's really
That's
bothering
what I'm
me now.
saying. Why do you have to break the door down?
Yeah, it's true. That's how I'm finally going to undo this man.
Oh, you're gonna undo him. You're gonna reveal his real.
You mean you have no family?
No, none at all. So I spend my days on Fresno Street peddling tidbits to passersby. Hoping, just between us this is, that eventually someone else with lips like mine will come along.
I don't think so.
You may be right.
Anyway, that mark on your neck is just too much of a coincidence for us to ignore.
Well, what's a fella to do then, eh? If you don't believe me, we're at an impasse. And there's nothing I can do but flick me lip.
Disgusting.
It looks like I'm not going to get anywhere here unless I can produce some proof.
You're basically saying I got dressed up and posed as some fancy inspector, are you? Well, it's beyond me how you think I could do that.
Okay. Maybe you could, say, with a mustache or a beard to cover up that lip.
Aye, perhaps. But if I was going to stick some fake facial hair on to cover up this fine specimen, I'd end up looking like his little lordship over there, wouldn't I?
Pardon? I assume my lips are entirely unremarkable. And I would ask you not to cast such scrutinizing looks in my direction, Counsel.
Sorry, my lord. My imagination got the better of me there.
Well, Inspector Gregson did wear a mustache, of course.
You're right, he did. So perhaps he was hiding something himself.
You could barely have hidden a crumb in a mustache of that size.
And anyway, the detective we spoke with had no facial hair at all.
See, the couple is alright. He was a clean shaven.
It certainly seems beyond the realms of possibility that this witness could have disguised himself as the victim.
Aye, it does and it is.
That's the extent of their testimony, is it?
What's your feeling, Mr. Naruto?
Well, what Mr. Boone says is undeniable. It would be all but impossible to hide those lips with any form of disguise.
Perhaps, yes, but nevertheless, the mark around his neck is equally undeniable. And it's identical to the one that Mr. de Rossi suffered.
Yes, that's true. But why does this whole disguise idea just keep playing on my mind? Okay, so let's save real fast. So he mentioned no other, like, just the desk and stuff, and...
Yeah. We have a picture of the room.
Was it this one that said, we don't have a picture of the room. But we do, so we have this of the room, and then we also have the fact that this was found on the desk.
Oh my god, that's another evidence that it's him!
Yeah, right.
Oh my god!
Yeah, exactly. You know, I was like, it's weird that his wife, like the picture of his wife was like on at the scene of the crime, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna present this.
Take a look at this photograph.
If you have no kinfolk, as you put it, then explain why it is that among the sparse furnishings we found this photograph in the room.
Ah,
I presume, as you've been renting the room, that this photograph belongs to you, does it not?
well.
Mr. Boone, drop the pretense and tell the court exactly who you really are.
I don't know what you mean. I'm a peddler. I keep telling you so. You really don't need to bother with me. Please, just leave it alone.
As the man says, leave it alone. Whatever the truth is about this man's life is no bearing to this case.
That's such a lie.
Because it's simply not possible that he impersonated Inspector Gregson.
How can you be so sure?
That lip is fake?
Just look at the man. No amount of disguise could ever hide those unmissable features.
But what if the features themselves were as a disguise?
But what if we were to look at this the other
Exactly.
way around?
Mr. Naruhodo, what do you mean?
Yes, Council, what do you mean?
Well, there's no denying that Mr. Boone's lip is very prominent indeed. But consider the possibility that his prominent lip is itself part of an elaborate disguise. Then hiding that prominent feature, in other words, revealing his true face, would make an utterly impenetrable disguise. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Huge Bone?
Or should I say?
Ah, Virgil? I don't know his first name.
Something day something.
Good witness, are you still hiding the truth from this court?
If that's a disguise, then underneath it, his true identity must be.
Yes, that's right. There's really only one person he could really be. I was right when I presented Virgil as the man who could have had a redneck around his, or
You're right.
you know, the game was
right.
just
You're right.
being
The
stupid.
game was like sequence breaking.
I know, right? I was already 10 steps ahead. My lord, the defense believes it can reveal Mr. Boone's true identity to the court.
Imagine the player wasn't a genius like us. They'd be like,
What the fuck is this guy talking about right now?
True.
No, please. No,
If that's me when I play by myself. I would not have noticed. I would have been like, what? Sure, let's go along with what the game is saying.
Very well then, Council. What is the true identity of this peddler who goes simply by the name of Gossip on the Street?
Daily. You're right, it was a D.
it's this fucker.
Your real name is actually Mr. Vigil, isn't it? Mr. Daily Vigil.
I don't recall that name, Council. Who is this Mr. Vigil?
It's a name I encountered yesterday, my lord. It has to do with a certain client of Mr. Herlock Sholmes. A young gentlewoman came to the detective asking him to locate her missing husband. The woman in this photograph, in fact, this is Mrs. Vigil.
What?
From what I understand, you haven't returned home since the night before the inspector was found dead. But of course, on that night, you were being held captive by the two Red-Headed League men.
And last night, you were put out by the prosecution service in preparation for testifying in this trial. Because we'd been led to believe that you, Miss Venus, and Mr. Sandwich were all homeless. Being important witnesses in this case, we needed to know where we could find you, of course.
And that explains why you've not only been unable to return home, but also unable to contact your wife, who's been beside herself with worry waiting for you at the Vigil residence.
Now you hold on a minute.
What I'm talking about, really? It's a simple enough matter to confirm my suspicions.
Bring in the babe.
All we have to do is pull off the disguise.
Or do that, I guess.
No, please.
I'd bring in the babe.
Bailiff, bring soap, a sponge, and a washbowl at once. Mr. Debros and Mr. De Rossi, you will strain the witness. I hear you have experience
Oui,
with that.
my lord.
Steve, my lord.
I'll beat his ass.
No, stop! Get off! Don't!
I give him a nice proper English voice now. You can do it. That way your voice doesn't have to hurt either.
Why did he all of a sudden become a beautiful man?
He was always a beautiful man.
I don't know how English men sound. Can we like
Just give
a
him
good sentence?
Give him your Herlock Holmes, but like
How do you do
less detective-y.
a Herlock Holmes voice?
I don't know, just British man.
I don't know what British
What?
men sound like.
We are now seeing your true features, I presume.
Yeah, they changed his clothes too.
Dude, I know, right?
Lift your head, sir, so the court can see your face.
Oh god, how do I do this?
It would appear that the defense counsel's assertion was entirely correct. This has been a very elaborate deception. So, witness, tell the court, have you seen this man before?
I don't believe it, but
See, there is no question. This is the boss that we saw in the park.
not an imposter.
The inspector we saw in the park.
Extraordinary!
I can read words.
On the day of the Red-Headed League enrollment, the man claiming to be Inspector Gregson who appeared before Mr. de Rousseau and Mr. de Rossi in the park.
Why you, disguised as the inspector, or rather, was you posing as the inspector in no disguise at all?
Well, he was still in a disguise, but, you know, just a different disguise. Probably had a wig on.
Mr. Vigil was formerly employed at as the chief warder at Barclay Prison.
The chief warder? Then your career had promise. Why? You would quite possibly have become the future governor of the prison. What the fuck's going on here? What on earth have you been doing peddling tittle-tattle on Fresno Street?
Well, it's been 10 years since Mr. Vigil worked at the prison.
10 years.
Oh, great.
You're so lucky he
God
hasn't
damn
said
it.
shit.
Why'd you have to go and jinx it? Fucking Mizu.
Whoopsie.
I don't know how to do a British man voice. I don't even know how to do a British voice. I'm really dreadfully sorry about all of this. Yes, it's true. I am Daily Vigil.
And you were the chief warder at Barclay Prison 10 years ago? So where did Mr. Huge Bone come from?
My pants, actually.
Bone is the other me. It's a name I invented.
Because I have such a big penis.
Well,
Evidently, there's a great deal under the surface here.
I'll explain everything. I'll tell you just how wretched my life has become.
You got a babe as a wife, girl.
As you say, it was 10 years ago now that my employment as Barclay's chief warder came to an end. Having left the prison service, I searched for some new occupation by which to earn a wage. But times were hard in London, and I found no suitable engagements at all. In desperation one day, I turned my hand at selling wares on Fresno Street. But your wife appears to know nothing of this. She still maintains that you are the chief warder at Barclay Prison. I was utterly determined that my wife should not know of my failings, which is why I've never told her. I opened an account at the bank under the name of Huge Bone, and I rented the cheapest room I could find on Fresno Street. The scene of the very crime we're investigating. Yes, that's right. A place from which I could emerge every morning at 8 as a squalid peddler, and transform myself back every evening at 5 into a well-dressed man about town returning home. That quickly became my daily routine.
Yeah, this guy's putting in 7 days.
Dude, I know, right?
I was puzzled by the lack of furniture in the room. But that explains it. You don't fucking live there.
But why on earth didn't you just tell us this in the first place? I have a wife, sir, and 2 sons. And without wishing to sound self-conceited, they regard me with some pride. I couldn't bring myself to disappoint them. So instead, you decided to conceal your occupation from them? Yes. I've made such a terrible mess of everything.
Still, one thing doesn't add up. No matter how many tidbits of information you could sell to passing gentlemen, even at 6 pence apiece, you couldn't hope to match the salary you must have had commanded as chief warder at the prison.
Very true. To have kept your family in comfort despite 10 years of somewhat misbegotten employment.
A suck dick on the side.
That was all thanks to Inspector Gregson. What? Inspector Gregson? What on earth? It was some years after I'd invented bone and begun my other life as a street seller. The inspector, that is, recognized me one day.
Do you mean to say the victim was an acquaintance of yours?
I knew him from my time working at the prison. When he saw what I'd become, he was deeply troubled for me and my family. And from that day forward, he visited me on Fresno Street with increasing regularity. Then one day, he asked me if I would carry out a secret assignment for him. A secret? What was it? I was to impersonate the inspector.
What? Impersonate him?
We always met in that little room so the inspector could brief me. Visit Orxie's tomorrow and take a statement from the proprietress. It was always something along those lines. Surveillance work, interviewing people. On those occasions,
What's up with
he
this
would
guy's
lend
hands?
me his identification so people would believe who I was. My instructions were to make an impression, to let people know that Inspector Gregson had been at work. And for those services, he compensated me financially.
A Scotland Yard inspector willingly relinquished his identification into your care with intent to deceive. That, as I'm sure I need no point out, is a very serious criminal offense.
But why? What was the point of you impersonating him?
Yeah.
So that he can investigate the other case.
Oh, like in secret?
Yeah.
I truthfully
But-
do not know. What?
I was like, what about Gina? Does Gina even know the inspector, or does she know this guy?
No, Gina knows the inspector, because she's been around him. But I don't think she recognizes him. Vigil. All I can say is that the inspector warned me on numerous occasions. Now remember, Vigil, I need your solemn word. You don't blab about this to anyone, alright? Ever. Even if, well, if I end up a croaker.
He just put a whole cup of fish and chips into his pocket.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck?
I know. In time, he started to bring papers with him to the room as well. It became something of a second office for him. So, in fact, the person who declared himself to be Inspector Gregson at the park on Lime Street was really... Yes, it was me, acting on the inspector's orders. As usual, I removed my bone disguise, and then went as instructed to the park, armed with the inspector's identification book. It never occurred to me that the bruise on my neck might give me away.
I feel like a genius.
You aren't. You like saw that from like 10 steps. You were like 10 steps ahead, dude. What the
I
hell?
guarantee you, I don't have a guide open. I swear.
Are you sure? Are you lying to me right now?
I really don't, I swear. I'm just a bug boy. Well. You would seem his confession completely destroys the defense's case.
Explain yourself, Prosecutor Sergey.
My learned friend's assertion was as follows. The victim was killed at another location on the day before his corpse was discovered. The at the hands of these two red-headed league men when they imprisoned the inspector.
No, you don't know.
That's not what he said.
That's not what we're saying, dude. You're putting words in our mouth. Hell no. But no, that can't be. After all, it wasn't the inspector who went to the park that day. It was me.
Oh, goodness.
Finally, we have clarity. We had nothing to do with the murder of the inspector. Now I'm saying imposter. And
Sus.
yeah, I know, right? Merci, Monsieur de la Défense, for proving it. What? Ah!
I don't know. This spaghetti has a lot of meat in it. Order.
Indeed, it would appear that we have reached a de facto conclusion of sorts. These witnesses had no involvement in the murder of the victim. As proven, somewhat ironically, by the defense. I hereby call an end to the cross-examination.
But that means exactly. Hold it. But that means Vigil knows something.
It's true. He has to.
Pardon me, my lord, but with your permission, I would like to pose one further question to the witness.
Kazuma?
What question, counsel?
It concerns the events of 10 years ago. I believe you would have been present at a very significant execution that was carried out at the time.
10 years ago.
Oh, you fucking know. Quit playing dumb.
The execution of the professor. Genshin Asogi.
What an impact.
I want to know exactly what your involvement was with the development of Genshin Impact.
Oh.
Answer me, man.
One moment, counsel. Is this related to the current case?
Yes. Yes, it is. It holds naturally. It is the prosecution's belief that this case and the events of 10 years ago are deeply intertwined.
I basically said the line.
You basically said the same thing.
Does the defense concur, counsel?
I mean, look at the board.
Kazuma, you're not yourself. You're not as calm and collected as usual.
Poor Kazuma-sama. No wonder he's acting this way. Mr. Vigil's memories of what happened 10 years ago would tell the tale of Genshin Asogi's last moments. His own father.
I know, I do understand that, but even so... Prosecutor Asogi, do you genuinely believe that this question requires an answer in order to learn the truth behind Inspector Gregson's death?
I need you to trust me. Please.
Very well. Then the defense has no objection.
I see. In that case, you will answer the question, witness.
The truth is, I remember very little of that time.
You forgotten?
I'm sorry to say, yes. As I said, I resigned from my role at the prison 10 years ago. But for some peculiar reason, my memory of the events leading up to that moment is extremely hazy.
How convenient. Does that not strike you as strange, Mr. Naruhodo?
Sorry?
Well, 10 years is a long time. But to have forgotten the reason why he left such an important job.
Yes, you're right. And not only that, Mr. Vigil's claim contradicts what we already know.
The human spirit is a fragile thing. It's broken all too easily. Which is why We have a tendency to wrap it up for protection.
Sorry? The human spirit? I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean.
When we experience pain and suffering, we feel unable to bear. We block it out, obliterate it from our memories, seal it away. But it never truly leaves us. If the seal is broken, the memories resurface.
I'm waiting. I'll give him a real voice when he gets his memories back.
And when he do, that fragile spirit may be finally crushed.
But I really don't.
Kazuma-sama.
But if it must be crushed, then so be it, because the truth will not stay buried. It's coming out, one way or another.
Right. Now I understand. It's clear what his intentions are. He means to expose the truth at any cost. Perhaps if I pointed out the contradiction in what Mr. Vigil claimed earlier. Wait, what contradiction? Hold on, let's just save. It might cause some crucial memories to return to him. But should I? Should I present the evidence or not? Sure,
Do it.
do it.
What evidence, though?
I have no idea. I have no idea how this is going to go.
That's I'm like, what is he?
But this is a
What he
court of
actually
law,
trying
and I have duty to pursue the truth.
to do?
Mr. Vigil, I'd like you to look at this. Evidence that clearly contradicts your version of events.
I don't actually know what he wants us to present.
Maybe it's this?
What is...
His dismissal
Is it the resignation
notice?
letter? Dismissal?
He didn't resign. He was dismissed. It's the
Oh,
only
try that.
thing,
Yeah.
right? Just a few moments ago, you made the following statement. I resign. Oh, okay. For my role at the prison 10 years ago.
Lie.
Well, yes. In other words, you claim to have left the post of chief warder of your own volition. Well,
Well?
yes, of course. Why? Tell me. Do you remember seeing this document before? No, I don't. This is a dismissal notice, ordering the immediate termination of a prison staff member's employment.
A dismissal notice?
And the name on the notice is yours, Mr. Vigil. What? What? It's mine?
So you didn't resign from the prison service at all. For some reason, you were dismissed as chief warder from
Marco, we know already. Didn't they say he helped with, like, the guy getting escaped?
No, we don't know why.
I thought he helped with the escape.
No, 'cause like, wait, was that why? I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Because, like, obviously the guy escaped his execution.
He did, but having violated Clause 132 of Her Majesty's Code of Conduct for Prisons, all rights to redundancy pay and other financial benefits are fully revoked. Aiding and abetting. Oh, you're right. Okay,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm,
Oh, damn, what the
mhm.
fuck? How do you remember this?
don't know, I gotta-
Yeah, the brain power.
Jailbreak plot was conceived prior to the convict's incarceration.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? How do you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He was in on some.
Well, I'm glad you're on my side. I'm sure I tendered my resignation. This dismissal notice is nonsense. Isn't it?
If you were forcibly dismissed, there must have been a good reason. Clearly, you did something. Mr. Vigil, it's time to break the seal and have you remember.
I'm not ready to pee yet.
Oh, he's tripping out.
According to the few remaining records, the final execution that you supervised was on 17th June, 10 years ago. And on that day, something very serious took place at Barclay Prison.
The 17th of June. Was that? The professor's execution? Professor.
As you were the chief warder at the time, it stands to reason that you would have been present throughout the proceedings.
It does sound familiar.
And yet, that execution never took place.
Oh, because he was alive.
The convict, ostensibly executed earlier that day, later re-emerged from his grave.
The convict came back to life? In a cemetery in the middle of the night, there was a witness.
However, the witness claims that a moment after he saw the convict clambering out of his grave, a gunshot rang out from over his shoulder, and the bullet pierced the professor's chest, killing him instantly. Those may have been the professor's actual last moments.
Yes.
Seeing as you were in charge of overseeing executions at the time, you must know the truth about what really happened. It's in your head, somewhere, deep down. Well, Chief Warder Daily Vigil, I know there are memories in your head that can explain what happened on the 17th 10 years ago. And now it's time for you to drag them out.
Mr. Vigil? Yes, the whole prison. It was complete chaos. The prisoner escaped. He was killed in the cemetery. Shocking news ripped through Barclay like a hurricane. What? What?
Hold on.
Floppy says, "Good night, princess. My finals are tomorrow. I'm behind on my homework. Wish me luck." Good
accent work.
luck, Floppy. Try to send out your
What a
card
dirty
and
liar.
Everest card by the end of the week. Great accent work, Mizu, says Floppy.
I appreciate it, Fox. A dirty lie.
Do you mean to say, Mr. Vigil, that your memories of the time have returned?
My head, it's like some floodgates have been opened. The images, the screams.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
The papers. There were reports, articles about a man who'd seen a ghost. Yes, Enoch Drebber.
That guy.
But surely those reports were exaggerated.
There were traces at the scene.
Traces of what?
In Lowgate Cemetery at plot number 139. Blood. Lots of blood. That's where the man was buried, of course. Obviously, something terrible had happened there.
The depths of conspiracy and depravity from which this tale is emerging are quite strange. You're staggering. Constrangering.
I received the police records from that time. A thorough investigation was conducted by Scotland Yard to ascertain how the convict managed to escape from the first place. And the conclusion reached by the investigating team was illusion. That a member of the prison staff must have been involved.
Are you suggesting that a prison warder abetted this man's bid for freedom? Oh!
Yes. Yes, and I was suspected of doing it. Of using that mass murderer's execution as a way to help him escape. You did what? I remember now. The horror of it all is coming back to me. One evening, a few days after the execution, some detectives came to the prison. I was called to the governor's office at the top of the watchtower.
Oh, this was me. Boy. He's a pirate.
I'm sorry, Daly. This is a serious business. I cannot help you now. As chief warder, you were responsible for overseeing the execution of four, eh?
This was terrible.
Well, it seems the fellas at Scotland Yard want to have a few wee words with you about it. You'd better pack your things, laddie. You're to attend in person.
Oh, he's spinning.
As soon as he told me that, my mind just went completely blank. And the next thing I knew, the professor, the most hated killer in our country's history, and I let him escape. I'm finished. My life is over.
Wow.
All right, just reliving his trauma, I guess.
Some PTSD and
Order, bailiff! Fetch a doctor at once.
this is relevant to the current crime, of course. Yes.
Court is adjourned for today with immediate effect.
I like how quickly you can switch from like your order, like
So,
flip it
With Mr. Vigil's collapse,
to your actual judge
proceedings came
voice.
to an abrupt end
Judge
for
voice
the
is
day.
easy for me. The accents
Once
are
again
hard.
overshadowed by the legacy of that notorious killer, appearing like a cursed ghost ship
Is this
in a
Kazuma?
foggy
Yes.
ocean. Lord Van
Okay.
Zeeks, Mr. Vigil,
Mr. Vigil.
Kazuma. and
Wait, no.
Gregson.
Why would he say himself?
No, it's
This is
Ryunosuke.
Ryunosuke.
Sorry, my bad. I thought you said Ryunosuke. No, it's Ryunosuke.
All of them bound by invisible chains anchored to the same wreckage in the murky depths of the past. But the miraculous light that had been trying to cut through the gloom and shine on those tragic events was playing on the edges of the truth at last.
All right, this is a
To be
great place
continued.
to pause. Thank you for powering through, even though it's past 10.
I think. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say the other thing because I needed to pee really bad.
Oh no! Thank you for powering through. That's it. We can end for today.
Okay, I've only got one thing to say. I pulled a $100 card and I'm pretty stoked about it. Other than that, thank you for dealing with me being a little late. Appreciate it.
Oops, sorry. I doubled. I opened up Twitch and it started doubling. Because I need to find a raid target. Anything you want to promote? I know you were streaming recently. Last week on Saturday. You guys
Am I streaming this Saturday?
should check out Mizu, you guys. He's great.
Yes, I am. I don't know what I'm streaming again because I never know what I'm going to stream until the moment comes. But if you want to contribute to what I actually end up streaming, join the Discord. Throw me a suggestion or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Saturday,
it's
8 p.m.
real comfy cozy over there. So go hang out. Mizu's great.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking
Mm.
through my Twitch recap, and you showed up on my Twitch recap. You were one of the
How do
top
I?
3 people I rated this year.
Oh, I'm so special. It must have been all the Jump King.
It was all the Jump King, really. Okay, I'm a very simple girl, okay? I see Jump King and I'm like, someone else wants to play Jump King? Let me bring my community over there because I know my community likes watching people play Jump King because they watch me play Jump King all the freaking time. So, you know.
It's true.
But yeah.
All right, I'll wait until after midnight on New Year's while you're drunk, and then we can race again.
It's true. We could. Oh my god. Do you want to be the very first person I race against in the new
In a
year?
Only if you immediately started drinking at the turn of the year.
I mean, I'm gonna have some
Otherwise-
champagne.
Champagne?
Champagne. Yeah.
I think the scales are a bit against me. We might have to do some kind of punishment wheel or something to help balance out
Round
the
2?
scales.
We could do it. I'd be down.
Sure, fine.
I'd be down.
Yeah, I got 21 days to practice. That's
Yeah.
fine. I can get real good.
Be down. Don't make any promises you can't keep, Mizu.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
You know, I've been practicing playing with my controller upside down.
Why?
Well, okay, because I had another collab with the VTuber Symphony Orchestra members, and
Okay.
I was like, obviously going too fast, so I was like, how can I handicap myself to go slower? And so I
I
started
see.
thinking of wacky ways to play.
Wacky woohoo ways.
Wacky woo ways! It's true.
Okay.
Let's
We'll have to
see.
come up with other things.
Who
But
is
I am
on?
tentatively down. I don't think I'm doing anything unless I'm like busy mid-move. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't be at that time anyways. And if I don't have to stream and I just need to show up and
Of
beat
course.
your ass in some Jump
Excuse
King.
you. Hello? Excuse you?
Easy. And this is where I leave the call so you can't rebuttal. Bye bye. Good night.
Everyone say bye, Mizu. Bye, Mizu. He already disconnected from the freaking Discord. Let's turn him off so that we don't have to see his face anymore. Anyways, thank you guys for coming in. I had a lot of fun. Honestly, I'm probably gonna see if I can clip a few of the accents that Mizu did earlier today because they were so freaking funny. I hope you guys had just as much enjoyment out of stream today as I did. They're so bad. They were so funny. They were hilarious. Let's see who we can raid into for the rest of the evening. Let's see. Pat is playing Fantasian Neo, what? Dimension? I think that's the new Square Enix game. We can go over there. Here are the raid messages. If you are a subscriber, you can go ahead and copy that first raid message. If you are not a subscriber, you can, you have to copy the second one. The first one won't work. We are going here. A friend of mine, one of my very first Twitch friends, he is an incredible facecam streamer, a huge fan of Zelda, and a very big completionist. So he actually completes a lot of games on, stream. Like he has something like 100 plus perfect games on Steam, like all the achievements and stuff. So he's an achievement hunter, love him, really chill. We're gonna go say hi to him and see, this new Square Enix game that he's playing. As always, you guys, please be happy, please be healthy, but most of all, please be kind. Be kind to others, because you never know what a smile, hug, or hello can do for someone who's having a bad day. And please be kind to yourselves. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Get up and stretch your legs every once in a while, because if you don't, you might get an embolism, and then you might die. And that would be sad. Thank you to Christian for the raid into stream today. I really appreciate you coming in with your community. And E-Clothing or I-Clothing, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Today is the last stream for the rest of this week because Wednesday I have dinner with friends and then I leave for the desert Thursday to Sunday, so I will not be available. We are going to go see the Geminid meteor shower out in the desert. So if you have any wishes that you would like me to send off into the universe, please join our Discord. We have a thread going for your wishes. I will take them with me and I will wish upon a shooting star for you. All right, you guys, Pat is going to take good care of you, so please have a good evening with Pat. I hope you have a good night, sleep tight, don't let the bedbugs bite. I'll see you later, you guys. I love you. Take care. Say hi to Pat for me. Bye.